Hi guys, Retro Trek Ralph here with another Star Trek The Official Starship Collection model and magazine review from Eaglemoss. This time it's Shuttlecraft Set 7. Now this is going to be a little bit longer than usual because there's all four of these models with it. It's been a while since we've had one of these, and this came through the Black Friday deals. They've only not long since released it anyway. So we have the four. We have the Captain's Yacht Calypso. We have the Docking Shuttle. Don't know. We have Cyrano Jones Spacematic. Again, don't know. And we have the Cargo Shuttle Type 9A, which looks very much next generation sort of era. So let's get in. The box is as usual box that you get for the shuttle packs. So you open her up. A tiny bit of damage on the corner there, but hopefully everything's fine. We only have 1, 2 books, 3 and 4, and nothing else in the box. Right, so let's get on with a little flick through of the magazines. 25, 26, 27, 28. These are only very thin anyway, but you get so much more with these shuttle kits because there's obviously 4 models with them. Right, the Calypso. If anybody remembers what this one's from? No? It was the Captain's Yacht from underneath the Enterprise D. So a quick flick through the magazines. We never saw this in action, but we did see this was underneath the saucer section of the Enterprise D. On the Enterprise original, there was a circle underneath, which always said to be a scientific scanner sensor or something. But on this, so all you saw was these rings, the oval shape, never saw landing gear legs. There is concept art out there, and I'm surprised it's not in here, because this is only a very small magazine. Got the blueprint, which we have with the acoudigrams, which come with these. I'm surprised you've never actually seen the concept art. That's very strange. So we'll go for the next one. Shuttle number 26, Docking Shuttle. I don't get where this docking shuttles come from. It's auxiliary craft in the 24th century. Okay. We've got the Federation tug. I'm not sure about this, where we would have seen this. Oh. Now he remembers. It's there. So a little barely noticeable background model ship. Blimey, Eaglemoss. That is a little bit over the top. See, this scene was from Star Trek 3, the background inside Space Dock. Yeah, it was kind of almost like the D was put over the top of the Enterprise refit. But that's sly, Eaglemoss. Very sly. Just putting that little thing in. Right, Spacematic. Cyrano Jones, he was from the Trouble with Tribbles episode. He was the guy who was selling the tribbles to everybody on Space Station K7. Thank you very much. So this is his shuttle. I think, because we never saw it in the original episode, did we see it in the redone version? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. I mean, the space... Ah, hello. Spacematic docks at K7 next to the Federation Class F Shuttlecraft. Let me get you in on that one as well. So it's another throwaway little, tiny little bit there. The Spacematic is technically there. If that is part of the episode, then fine. I've missed it on the on everything because it is that small. Because that will be underneath here, possibly. Maybe middle section. I don't know. But it's a Bay 2. It's a Shuttle Bay 2. And then the acoudigram. And back to the back. It is different. It looks very much like a shuttle with a lot of things added onto it, I suppose. But we'll get to that in a second or two. Number 28. I'm not sure if this is the last shuttle that they will do. There are lots of variants, but I think the Eaglemoss have covered most of them already anyway. It's from Enterprise D. Don't remember seeing Enterprise D. But let's see what we can discover now, shall we? Can't get that up. There you go. They might have been somewhere along the line. on the ship. I remember there was one where Picard was supposed to go for his new heart. They were in a big ship, him and Wesley. So I don't really know. So, there we go. That's another Federation shuttlecraft. Now let me get set up, get ready. I'm going to get these partly unboxed, and we can get on with showing you the rest of the models for the shuttle pack kit. Now, before we get started, we have them all in a line, ready to go. I'm going to go through the bases, what numbers they are. The Calypso, 2869A/A. Docking Shuttle, 1472A/A. And bear with me. Cyrano Jones, 2488A/A. There we go. And then the Cargo Shuttle Type 9A is 0909A/A. So like I say, all first run, which is good that I get these first run ones because I'm a little eager, shall we say. But yeah. So they're the numbers for us. Let's go through quickly the acoudigrams. These are a lot better with the backlit, to be honest. And I haven't got a backlight anyway that won't blind you. But there's the captain's yacht. Shows you all inside. Very nice these are. The Shuttlecraft. It's going in the wrong order. That's fine. Cyrano Jones Spacematic. And it's obviously clear, straight through. It doesn't matter which way you put these through because the electric on the side. We'll go one way or the other. Because that way, that's showing everything there. And there's the shuttle. It showed that way around. It's a little bit easier, doesn't it? There you go. And that's the docking shuttle. So you get a lot with these. These are expensive kits when they come to you, so don't expect the quality to be, well, expect the quality to be exactly the same as Eaglemoss anyway, but they're yeah, they are absolutely exceptional. The detail, the level of lunacy they get round to doing these sort of things, because you would never have seen this. Like I said, that side there is all you would have seen without these landing legs on the actual proper model. You would never have seen this. There's a concept art where somebody, this is inside the ship, and you see this top section here and there's somebody walking around it. But let's start getting into the actual models. I mean, the size of this is just it's like a duck egg sort of size. I know it's a duck egg blue, but the duck egg, amazing amount of detail. Got a hatch there for leaving, a lot of lovely little detail work. That's the Enterprise D, yeah. You got a lot of stuff on the side. Not exactly lined up. If I had a very fine paintbrush and paint and patience, I would attempt myself, but no. On the side you've got what you saw with these extra landing legs. I mean, I'm guessing that with the Federation symbols there, that the ship, yeah, I thought the ship would have gone from that to that, but it doesn't. It goes sidewards, which is very strange and odd. Transporter pads there. So it looks like you'd probably open this hatch here and climb inside. It would only be a small 1 or 2 person shuttlecraft, I'd think. Maybe even 3, I don't know. But it's an interesting model of something we would never have seen, not without Eaglemoss doing this sort of stuff. Really, really nice. I mean, I've got Wikipedia pages up for the Calypso. Yeah. I don't think there's actually a... There was one for the Aero Shuttle for Voyager. There's a concept art for it, which would have shown very similar to this, where this would have been your landing craft if you ever needed it. Instead, they had the shuttles, or they had the Delta Flyer, which it was a shame they didn't do the Aero Shuttle. They could have really done really well with it. So let's just put that one out of the way. That's Calypso sorted and done. The next one is, yeah, once it gets into focus, it's the Shuttle Drone. So we barely ever saw this. I don't even know, apart from inside a starbase, It's kind of a, is it a one-person ship? Danger on the back. Like tractor beams for maybe doing whatever. It's almost like a worker bee. There's that familiar hatch there that you'd get from the 23rd century. Actually, the nacelle's a little bit down on one side. It's not been, or is it too up on one side? I think that one's not been stuck back in right, so it's got a little bit of an angle. So it's not really showing, it's not right on the back. Actually, on the back here, you've got a lovely pattern on there. Your left and right lights the runway around, unless it flies that way. It doesn't. There's your cockpit on the front. Yeah. No Starship registry on this part from danger, but I think we had danger on the tractor beams when they were on the Enterprise D shuttle bay. There was danger all over the floor. And like I said in the past, these would never have been released as a model. It's absolutely ridiculous why Eaglemoss would even consider doing this. It's amazing they're doing it. It's amazing they've done it. Now, let's do the really weird, yeah, Cyrano Jones ship. I mean, this is tiny to start with. A big, massive bell housing on the back, like one of the old Saturn V rockets. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like cargo pods, possibly. Really, really good. But with that, it just says Spacematic on it. It's like you had some stickers and put Spacematic. Your front looks like front steps to go into it, but it doesn't. But it's a landing leg. Really, really crazy. And then two back ends. So it is obviously Shuttlecraft, but he's managed to get... These are exactly the same, aren't they? Sort of. Yeah. Very nice. Cool. And it is for a ship that would have been tiny on the screen, if ever. On the remastered original series, is quite ballistic how you can make a model from it. But it just looks like it's like it's been just wedged in the back there. There's this big massive engine. So yeah. And inside there for the shuttle, it looks more, well, I don't know. It's not a. I don't know, it just doesn't seem to fit, but it does. I don't know where I'd get the idea of where this would fit, but there's obviously a lot of different eras, and we never saw a lot of them during Star Trek because we've jumped between different decades and years between everything anyway. Well, I said the size is just, it's silly size. I mean, my hand's there, and yeah, it's far too small, but that's fine. But going back to a better shuttle, I do like the larger shuttles. Big cargo carrier, if anything. The Type 9A Shuttlecraft, Enterprise D on the back. It's kind of, I don't fully understand. I don't remember seeing one of these in the Next Generation. There were a lot of variants of the Shuttlecrafts going around, but all I can think is it must have been that one that went for Picard's heart to be done. Him and Wesley went off to the starbase. It's a very big shuttle. You could even class it, because there's a size of it and it curved on the back. And if it hadn't got a big hatch on the back, it had windows. You'd say this is the same shape as a runabout. You just want smaller nacelles on here, and then the back on here having a bar on the top for the sensor. RCS thrusters, impulse engines, either side of the door. I mean, these were very much like, the Shuttlecraft that we saw in Star Trek V. A little hole there, hatch, don't know why. On the other side? No. So, okay. It reminds me from that angle, like on the Shuttlecraft from V, the TV series, the original TV series, not the remake. But, yeah, do like that. Maybe that could be something that Eaglemoss could do as a sideline, like they've done the Orville. They do V as well. You never know. We've got a lot of things coming with Eaglemoss pretty soon anyway, especially with the Build Your Own Enterprise and amalgamating all the Picard series, the Discovery series ships, anything and everything into one little series. We'll see what happens with Eaglemoss in the next few months, which would be nice to see. So, yeah. Well, there we have it. That's the Type 9A Shuttlecraft going in with the other 3 Shuttlecraft right there. Again, you wouldn't have had these as a standalone model. You wouldn't have bought this as a model kit and thought, yeah, it's a it's a bit like it's a squashed penny or something. A bit weird, really. But yeah, it's nice. Die-cast on the top, which looks pretty good. It feels cold in here because it's cold in the garage at the moment. And plastic bottom. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So that's Shuttle Pack Set 7. If you want to go out and buy one, off you go. Like I say, I got mine with a decent enough discount. I've had all of mine through discounts as well, which has been really nice timing. And I didn't think we'd have one for these, but the Black Friday sales timed it perfectly. So really made it quite good to get one of these. So there you go. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on social media. And I'll see you in another video. Bye for now.